Hello again. In this video we'll look at vehicles, wheels and tyres AlloyGators can and can't be fitted to. Now AlloyGators can be fitted to any car, light commercial vehicle, motorhome or camper fitted with alloy wheels up to 22 inch in diameter, providing the wheel and tyre combination are suitable, which I'll explain about shortly. The things we need to consider when assessing the suitability of AlloyGators are the type of wheel, the finish of the wheel, the profile of the wheel, and finally the fitment of the tyre on the wheel itself. Firstly, AlloyGators are designed to protect alloy wheel trims and not designed for steel wheels, so your wheels will need to be alloys. With the wheel finish, almost all alloy wheels are painted finish, although a diamond turned or diamond cut finish is becoming more and more commonplace. An AlloyGator can be fitted to either of these type of finish if the profile is suitable, which we'll discuss next, but there are some things to take into consideration if you do have diamond turned alloy wheels, which we'll cover in the next video. Now next we need to look at the profile of the wheel, where the AlloyGator would sit against it when it's fitted. As you can see on this wheel with no tyre, when the AlloyGator is fitted, the edge that sits against the wheel sits flush on the face of the wheel. Some wheels, like this one, have a narrow lip around the edge of the wheel, meaning that the face of the AlloyGator would protrude past the lip, leaving a channel behind the gator. This doesn't affect the fitment of the AlloyGators, but is a channel where moisture, dirt and grime will collect when in everyday use, so something to consider. Finally, the way the tyre sits on the wheel is the next factor to consider, which my colleague Lean will explain for you.
Okay, this is how we check for suitability of whether the AlloyGator will fit your vehicle's wheels. AlloyGator have designed what we call a suitability dipstick. This is the dipstick here. As you can see, we'll get some close-ups for you later on. The green bit means they'll fit, the red bit means no. Now looking at this wheel on the Vauxhall, as you can see, the tyres protruding the wheel slightly. Can't really see much of a gap between the wheel and the tyre, so just looking at that, I know myself from my experience that it will fit, but if we dip it, and we'll show you later on a close-up as well, that is more than suitable for the AlloyGators to sit. The only thing to take into consideration on this wheel is the kind of spokes it's got. So obviously the AlloyGators will have more of a gap going over the spokes, but again, it's more of a protection thing. With these kind of wheels, the spokes do get heavily damaged normally when curbed. Now we'll go on to a different wheel now, and we'll show you one that doesn't fit and what to look for if you're thinking of having them fitted. Okay, back again now on this BMW. Now looking at this BMW, as you can see, we'll get some close-ups again to show you. There is rather a big gap between the wheel and the tyre. Now BMWs are the tricky ones, and they do only fit a select few of them. Now we'll dip the dipstick, and this is right on the borderline. With this kind of vehicle, we wouldn't fit them to the vehicle, because with it being such a borderline, it is slightly into the red. Once the vehicle is moving and turning corners, the AlloyGators will start to move out, and that could result into the AlloyGator falling off slightly in places and would need to be knocked back on more often than not. Not something we would advise here to fit them to. Now we'll show you one more vehicle which they definitely don't fit, and we'll explain even more why, so we'll see you in a second. Okay, this is a big no-no for us. As you can see, we'll get again some close-ups for you. This is what we call a stretch tyre look, so that you can see massive gaps inside there. The wheel is sticking out further than the tyre. It's just a big no-no. Basically the AlloyGator will work its way off in no time, and as you can see, we'll get some close-ups of that. It's well into the red there, and certainly not one that we would fit. Stretch tyres are a big no-no. It just doesn't work. They will just fall off because there's nothing for them to stay on with. You basically need a really nice tight fit with the tyre and the wheel. That's what holds them on, so you know what to look for.
We've tried to give you a comprehensive description of how we assess if AlloyGators can be fitted to your vehicle, wheel type and tyre fitment. In around 90% of cases they'll fit fine, but we'll always assess them first. Now in the next video we'll look at the diamond turned wheels and the things that you need to consider. So I'll see you there. Bye for now.